This one's quite a sentimental video, but there is a value and reason to it. So we're going to talk about Jordan James and the likes of Bellingham as well. So let's get into it. Yes, Blue Noses, it's me again, the boy in blue. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if this is something that you like and you love the Blues and you hate the Villa, then please hit the subscribe button and show some support. I love this club. It's a positive channel dedicated to my favourite football club, Birmingham City. So I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button and the like. It's still saying that like 80% of you that are watching this channel are not subscribed, so that would go a long way. It's completely free, it just helps the channel out massively. So in today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the situations with obviously Blues at the minute, in potential findings of a new manager, obviously the departure of Wayne Rooney. What we're also going to be talking about is the likes of Atalanta as well, that have made 2 bids for Jordan James, both being rejected at 4 million. Now it is sad because I think JJ's really come out of his shell. He didn't really make the side under John Eustace, but you know, I think he's really showed his character and how good he's come as an individual as well for getting on board with Rooney. I know it didn't work out with Wayne Rooney, but to me, yeah, watching him, he was fully on board. Obviously, like, players are aware of like atmospheres and stuff, like with fans and stuff, you know. I mean, some fans were for and against Rooney. I wasn't for him deep down, but I wanted to get on board because, you know, these owners have done a fantastic job. You can't knock the owners, you know. They've done so much behind the scenes, like I've said before in previous videos, you know, the stadium, the catering side of things, you know, the fireworks, the flags when they come out, you know, the mascot experiences. You know, there's so much good stuff that's come from it. It's just a shame that they couldn't get this right, but, you know, you can't knock them for trying. But, you know, I think Jordan James really come out his shell and he was really on board with Rooney. And I think that Rooney, in that respect, has done a good thing with JJ. You know, he's brought him out his shell and I think he's a really good player. Granted, he's had a couple of poor games, but, you know, we all have good and bad days. But I think he's really come out his shell. Unfortunately, you know, it's what United do. You know, it's a business that buys like skeleton companies that are pretty much on the verge of nothing, and then they build them up and then sell them on. Because we spoke about this before, that United won't be a permanent owner. They'll obviously invest in Blues and then go on to sell and obviously make their profits and stuff. But obviously get us to a better buyer and owner like in the coming future. But yeah, it is a 10-year project, so this is a long way off. But I don't want to think about it yet because I like Tom Wagner, he's done a lot for us. But yeah, Jude Bellingham as well, you know, back in 2020, sold for 25 million, saved the club, best player in the world, you know. I mean, how proud are we? How proud are we as Blue Noses that best player in the world's come from our club? I'm like really proud to be a Blue Nose, you know. So sacrifices have to be made, unfortunately, but it is for the better of the club. As heartbreaking as it is, I don't want JJ to go. At some point, he probably would have to move on. Not because he'd want to, obviously, it's because we have to make these sacrifices to improve the club. We're in a little bit of a crisis now, we've got no manager. We're in a bit of a sticky situation in terms of financial fair play with the FFP. So, you know, we do need to try and get some money in and training these young players, you know, from the academy to make them better players and then to sell them on. It's part of this state-of-the-art technology that we've got, you know, in terms of the youth academy stuff, to scout these young upcoming stars. But yeah, you know, it's just it is a real shame to do like JJ, and I rate him as a player. But you know, I think it's got to come to the point where we've got to start getting some money in if we can't spend a lot, i.e. in the January transfer window. So yeah, I've done a little bit of research just to see how much that JJ is worth, and I found 3 sites, and the transfer market it was saying that he's worth 3.8 million. Fob Mob 4 million. Football transfers between 2 million and 3 million. So I'd love to hear your thoughts and inputs on this as well, just to see if you think he's worth a lot more. I've had some amazing comments and responses as well, because this is what this channel's all about. It's not just about me doing this, it's all about us as a collective, as fans. You know, we love this club. I'm trying to create like a positive community, so the more and more that comment and interact, it means the world to me now. Go way back with this club with my old man, so yeah, be interesting to hear your thoughts and take to see how much you think that JJ is worth. Should he be sold or not? And yeah, it's just probably going to come to it at some point. But yeah, you know, Birmingham legends, you know, JJ, young brilliant star, Welsh international as well. Proud that he's come from Blues, and to same with Bellingham. But you know, it's sacrifices that have to be made. But it might not come to that. I don't know. But I mean, if it was me, I'd definitely be weighing up the options to let him go, but obviously for the right money. To hopefully bring in some more players. You know, like if you went for like 8-10 million, just think of how many players we could get with that, you know, to boost the squad. But yeah, just let me know your thoughts on that, guys. And if you like what you see, then please hit the subscribe button and show some support. And I'll catch you on the next video. Keep right on, Blue Noses. Through the joys and sorrows too. Up the Blues.